There's a wee thing, especially for you older members of the audience who've got your families all grown up working, but they're still staying at home with you. And we actually are going to tell you a story we got from a man in a pub we met last week. Now, we went into this pub, and you can always tell the husband who's going through this stage because he's standing there on his own. He's been forced out again. Oh, aye. Standing there with his elbows on the bar, and he's got the haggard look with the big bags under the eyes. Oh, yes, the hair's all over the place, the bowed shoulders, and you can always tell him he's got a double whiskey in that hand and a pint of heavy in that hand. He just doesn't know where the hell to start. You know what I mean. Anyway, what we're going to do is tell you his story exactly as he told it to us that night. You ready, Maestro? So I went up to the bar, I said, Reg, give me a whiskey and I'll join this man. I went up to him and said, here, you look awfully sad. What's your problem? He says, oh, he says, it's the kids. He says, you know, as I stand over here in the bar with a beer, and I think on the years of my life, I was never a fool. I did quite well at school. Then there was college, a job, and a wife. Now, when the children came along, life was really a song. They were good kids, as far as I could see. But now that they're grown, they treat the house as their own. And there's two of them bigger than me. And he sang, home has certainly changed, where the kids and the stereo play, where seldom is heard an intelligent word, 'cause the radio's blaring all day. It's nice to be among kindred spirits. I said, you know, it can't be that bad. He says, it is. He had a wee sip of his whiskey. He said, you know, the kids, they sit in my seat and they tap me for cash, and it seems that the phone's never free. There's dirty cups on the carpet and half-full mugs in the hall, and there's crumbs where the biscuits should be. They've got their top of the pops and the old grey whistle test, the Chinese detective and David Soul. I can't stand fame, I don't know who's to blame, I just don't have the remotest control. And he sang, home has certainly changed,
where the kids and the stereo play,
where the kids and the stereo play,
where seldom is heard,
where seldom is
an intelligent word, 'cause the radio blaring all day.
Oh, so sad. Says, what with their personalised stereos and rings in boys' ears, leather jackets and bright coloured hair, I'd like to escape, get out for a wee run, but the big lad has borrowed my car. They've just had their friends in. There were quite a few there, and the hi-fi's so loud I can't think. They've finished the coffee and we've run out of tea, and they've had my whiskey, so I can't take to drink. No. Oh, home has certainly changed,
Where the kids and the stereo play,
where the kids and the stereo,
where seldom is heard,
where
an intelligent, 'cause the radio blaring.
Mind you, life does have its compensations, because he downed his whiskey and he finished his pint. A twinkle came back in his eye. He stood back in the bar, he squared his shoulders and he said, you know, as I stand over here in the bar with my beer, between strangers and a loud space machine, it's becoming quite clear I'm not being fair when I think how the kids could have been. Oh yes, 'cause they do clean out the car and they work hard at their jobs. They cut the grass and they help with the tea. Oh, you know, really, I'm lucky, 'cause they're fit and they're well and they're home where we all want to be. And then he changed his song and he sang, oh, suddenly changed when the kids and the stereo play. No more will be heard a discouraging word, 'cause we'd miss them if they went away.